tempting to look to all the circumstances and all the material conditions around you and try to figure out why. Why isn't this going well? Why is this such a problem? Blah, blah, blah. And I have been challenged recently by a big issue, and it's tempting to try to blame a person, blame a circumstance, blame something outside of me. And I have to be really clear that my responsibility is to go within and to look and say, ask myself, how am I viewing this? Am I viewing this from the standpoint of the material senses, or am I viewing this from the standpoint of what God sees? And if I see things through a spiritual lens and I look to the highest ideal, and I'm not looking at cause and effect in matter, I'm not looking at cause and effect in people, places, or things, that there's something wrong out there, then I can shift thought and I can really get clear about what is the true cause. There's only one cause, and that's God, and that's good. So if good is the only cause, the effect has to be good. So if I'm seeing something other than good, then I know I'm looking through the material lens. And I get to shift my perspective. And when I am willing to do that, when I am humble enough to let go of my sense of something and yield to what the Christ is illuminating in my consciousness as reality, then I'm open to seeing the possibility of more good. And I might actually see what God is seeing instead of seeing what the material senses are seeing. And then the problem seems to just disappear. Well, I mean, I don't want to sound cavalier about it. What happens for me, and what's happened in this particular situation, is I see little mini miracles everywhere. I start seeing people shifting their thought or changing their mind about a decision, or what might look to some like a coincidence, which is sort of a divinely guided intention or activity. And I see God's plan working out where my plan didn't look like that at all. And I was all frustrated because my plan wasn't working out. Well, as soon as I yield my plan to God's, things seem to go a whole lot better. So if things aren't working out for you, I just invite you to that place of humility where we let go of our design on things and we yield to the Christ and let the Christ communicate what is possible, where all good is cause and effect, and what looks like a really bad thing going on can be transformed and translated, and we can see it morph and shift into the reality that is good, and no longer have the illusion of the material senses hiding the true view of goodness. So I just offer that to you because I think we all face stuff, and if you know anyone who's facing stuff, maybe share this with them. Let me know where you're watching from. I am here in Chicago. I'm at the Marriott. There's like weird little robot things behind me. I'm not really sure what these sculptures are, but they're little weird robot sculptures. Been having a really good conference. I'm at a thought leader conference and talking with lots of authors and thought leaders and people doing lots of wonderful things, starting movements in the world, and it's just been really inspiring. So if you haven't tried Morning Metaphys, I've been sort of sharing that with everybody here, but if you haven't tried Morning Metaphys, go to getfreesupport.com, getfreesupport.com, sign up for the free trial, and check it out, see if it aligns with you, and if you want it to be part of your daily practice, you'll have an opportunity to do that. So it's been really amazing. It's something that I committed to back in 2020, January of 2020, Martin Luther King Day actually. And we've gathered over 1,100 times, which is a lot. And it's been a really consistent daily, Monday through Friday practice that has supported a lot of people, and definitely has supported me. So I really appreciate everyone who joins us, and the thought in the room is really wonderful. So lots of love, everybody. Hope you're having a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.